Hello, welcome to Made Fit TV. I'm your host, Jennifer DiDonato, and this is episode number 36. In case you didn't know, I have to say it, Made Fit TV is everyone's source for health and fitness information and entertainment. So thanks so much for joining us for this week. And this week is very important, as every other week, but this is Ask Jenny. I'm answering your viewer emails. I get a lot throughout the week, but today I wanted to really devote this episode to a few questions that people ask me throughout the week, and one in particular, this first one, relates to childhood obesity in a way, but it's a touchy subject that I want to get on. Jasmine wrote into me. Jasmine, she's 13 years old. She writes, my situation is that I'm considerably overweight and everything that I try isn't helping me to lose weight. I play club soccer, so I'm a decent athlete, but I'm still not losing weight. My parents choose what I eat and they aren't very cooperative, so it makes it very hard for me to diet. The key points that I need to lose weight at are my stomach area, the thighs, and the calves. Thanks a ton. Respectfully yours, Jasmine. Jasmine, thank you so much for sending this email. It really angers me that this is happening. For a lot of you, if your parents out there, or even if you're in the situation that Jasmine's in, it's very touchy because there are a lot of different aspects that it falls into, like parents needing time to, prepare the food to the kids, parents not being home all the time, going through the drive-thru, kids being shuffled off to one activity to another, being at school. A lot of schools have lower income coming in, so they can't supply the correct nutrients of foods at lunch. So here are some key things that, Jasmine, you can do, and for those of you at home that may be in this situation or know someone that is, here are some really good key points you can touch base on. And number one, Jasmine, maybe try to go shopping with your parents and replace the foods that are maybe they're kind of having around the house. Replace it with healthier ones. Let's just say like a box of Pop-Tarts, for instance, cost about $4. You could get a couple pounds of bananas with that $4 you can spend with the Pop-Tarts. So, if you're just kind of telling your mom, I can't eat this, and she's like, eat it. I do the grocery shopping. I'm, working all the time. Maybe just kind of give her that subtle hint and go with her shopping and just suggest different things to replace other bad foods that may be laying around the house that you may be prone to eat. Another thing, number two, is since you're 13, you're in club soccer. I'm sure you've gotten a physical, but if not, you're at that age too where you should be going to the doctor, getting a physical, maybe getting your blood checked, blood pressure, that kind of thing. Maybe talk to your pediatrician or your doctor and just say, hey, listen, I'm a little concerned about the foods that I'm eating, and I'm an athlete, and maybe if you can have the doctor suggest to you a way to approach your parents, or even have the doctor approach your parents, because sometimes the same message can be coming from kids as it is adults, but adults tend to listen to adults over a child, and they just don't understand that maybe sometimes kids do know more than them at some point. So maybe just relaying that message, that communication barrier, is something you can address. Number three, maybe check with your coach, your soccer coach. Say, you know what? I'm not getting the proper nutrients, that I should be getting. Is there some kind of list that you can give me of foods that are great for performance enhancing and great for keeping my energy up and making sure I'm getting all the recommended daily amounts? Maybe your coach can give you a list, or even direct it to your parents, email it to them, so it's, once again, coming from an adult and not just from you saying, I can't eat this, this isn't working for me. So maybe try that. Number four, maybe take some time to prepare your meals. I know you're 13, I know you got a lot going on, but maybe wake up just 15 minutes earlier in the morning instead of having a bowl of Fruit Loops or whatever, I'm only assuming. Maybe make yourself some scrambled eggs, scrambled egg whites, maybe some turkey bacon. Get some protein in the morning, something substantial, because the protein is going to hold you over for longer, and it's also going to make you not be as hungry and prone to eating more unhealthy foods at school. And even so, prepare your lunch. Maybe make suggestions, or if you see your mom's putting in, Doritos or cookies in your lunch, maybe take them out and replace it with something else that you helped her buy at the grocery store, you helped her pick out. Number five, smaller portions. I know you come home from school or come home from soccer practice. Holy crap, I used to be a cheerleader. I was so freaking hungry after practice. We practiced for 3 hours. I was dying, and I would just eat like a whole pan of hamburger helper because I was so starving. So maybe watch your portions, have a snack right before your practice, and so when you come home, you're not as starving. And also just fill your plate with those veggies, Smaller portions, portion out your food, that'll help you too. And number six, final thing, is make sure that they're making those healthier choices. instead of maybe having a lot of bread, maybe have a salad with your meal. And if your mom you didn't put it on the table, maybe say, you know what, Mom, I'll help you. You know, I know some other choices that I can have. Let me go prepare it. I know that you're busy. And just go grab it, just to make more choices, more just variety in your food, so you're getting the nutrients and you're not being so confined to eating maybe, I can only imagine, a high carb or high sugar diet, because obviously those foods are a little bit lower in price depending, because of the long shelf life. So that's just a form of saving money. But hopefully these tips will help you. Please don't get discouraged. This is so great, you guys, that this 13-year-old Jasmine, that you are 13 and you see the importance of healthy nutrition and healthy living. This is so great. You're playing soccer. Congratulations. You are doing a great job. And I really want to commend you for that. And just keep it up, and just know that no one can make you eat anything that you don't want to eat. And I know that you're a smart girl. And I know that if your parents are smart too, they will definitely follow these suggestions that I gave you. So good luck. Email me, Jenny@MadeFitTV.com. Okay. Moving on, Danelle, she's from Newaygo, Michigan, and she also had an email for us this week. Reading from that, it says, Jenny, I'm just curious to know, how heavy do you go on weights? In order to have toned biceps and shoulders like yours, you must go heavy on the weights, right? I was just curious. Love the website, Danelle. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for complimenting me on my arms, because I also got an email or a comment last week on someone who said that, it was a guy, mind you, he said that it wasn't ladylike and it wasn't becoming of a lady to have these types of arms. Well, you know, whatever the case may be, I am training for a show as well, so that's maybe why I'm looking a little bit more beefy than I usually do. But strength training, I know, can get a little bit confusing because of the type of weight. You look at all the dumbbells and you're thinking, well, what kind of weight should I be using? I have no idea. Well, here are some key points that you can do for all of you, guys, girls, but this is for beginners though, because a lot of you are beginners, so you haven't picked up a weight before. So a good thing you can do first is know when you're hitting that momentary muscle failure. So when you're picking up a weight, what I want you to do is find a weight, let's just say 10 pounds. Let's just say you're doing a bicep curl, okay? I want you to do a bicep curl, correct form. I'm just going to demonstrate. Let me just grab a 12, okay? Correct form, you want your elbow in, okay? I'm grabbing my weight. All right, I want you to do as many repetitions as you can do with this dumbbell. All right, when you hit 15 repetitions and you're not feeling that momentary muscle failure, and what that means is your muscle can't lift it anymore, so you got to compensate with your form. Once you're compensating with form, you're done. You've hit muscle failure. So I want you to log and say, okay, how many reps do I get to the point where I can't do anymore? Okay, and as long as it's between 12 and 15 repetitions, you got it. You got a right set of weight for you. So now what I want you to do is do 3 to 4 sets of about 12 to 15 repetitions of that weight, because I want you to make sure that you're hitting that muscle failure every time at the end of every set. On that final repetition, I want it to be like, oh, I can't do anymore. And over time, you know, strength train for about 3 days a week, hit the big muscle groups like the legs, the back, the chest, the shoulders. And I want you to train those at least 3 days a week. And then gradually over time, about 2 to 4 weeks into it, you're going to find that when you're doing those exercises and you get to 12, you're like, wait a minute, I can still do more. So I want you to up the weight. And that's how you know that you're getting a good workout, because you're going to feel that soreness the next day as well. And you're going to know over time, after about a good 4 to 6 weeks, you're definitely going to want to increase the weight. And then you can even lower the reps and increase the weight to do about 8 maximum repetitions or 10 maximum repetitions with 3 to 4 sets. So I hope that helps you in trying to see what a good weight is for you and for your strength training program. And if you have any questions for me, guys, go to Ask Jenny on MadeFitTV.com, and also subscribe through MadeFitTV.com, because you can get all of these podcasts, the notification emailed right to you. We post them every Wednesday morning on MadeFitTV.com and also on all the other video hosting sites. We also are up on iTunes, great thing to pop on your iPod, and also on Vidler. Find me on Twitter. I'm always updating constantly all day if I'm on the computer, but Twitter /Jenny DiDonato. Find me on Facebook. I'm getting a lot of friends. Thank you guys. Facebook, Jennifer DiDonato. Please find me, email me, ask me questions. I love it. And like I said, all these questions we do consider for our shows like today. So I'll just keep it here with MadeFitTV.com. And just want to shout out to Karsten. Get better. You know what this is. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. All right, get lifting.